Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Wildflower World's YouTube channel. I'm Louise. It's Monday. It is cast on day. It is live podcast day. It is all the fun things day, knitting wise, here at Wildflower Wool. So I hope everybody's had a great day. Hope you are surviving the heat. If it is summer where you are, it has been another super hot summer day here, which is why I think I went for mitts as this week's project. Something little, something small, nothing big on my lap, nothing that's going to be hot. Hi, everybody. See a few people gathering their knitting and coming in here. Hope you have a nice cold drink. Get settled in. We're going to chat for the next hour. We're going to talk about the yarn that you were voting for, show you which one I am casting on. I did have needles. I think I left them downstairs, but I do have needles ready because I know it's going to be socks. So I've got 9-inch circulars ready to go. We will talk about last week's project. I have a finish to show you. Oh, wait, mittens. I'm like, okay, the heat's getting to me. Mittens was last week's project. Shortie socks, but again, another good summer project. Anyways, socks. That's what. Socks this week, mittens last week, a hat the week before. There's a bit of a trend here. Small projects the last little while. Anyways, I've updated the whiteboard. We can talk about that. We can talk about the Fiber Friends Male Designer Challenge that's going on for July. I have a little bit of spinning and I have some crochet to show you to wrap up the hour. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for everybody who voted. We had, I think it was 110 votes. I think it was tonight. So that's kind of our usual, that's close. That's about our average, what we have, which is a lot of voting, I think, for our little channel here. So yarns. I don't know why I said mitts. That's funny. Anyways, yes, socks. Anyways, socks. I woke up this morning and I thought that's what this week's project is going to be. It's going to be summer shorty socks. Again, something small, something I could potentially get done this summer, even though somebody commented on this and said it looks Christmassy and I could get them done for Christmas, which is probably closer to my timeline. But I'm thinking very positive vibes. 2 shorty socks. I can get that done in a week if I focus my knitting attention on socks. So I just grabbed one bag of sock yarn off the shelf here, and both these balls were in it. I woke up this morning also thinking that I need to get really serious about knitting from my stash, because there's a whole lot of other yarn that I want to buy and dye, and I need to make room for it. So I had thought that I'm going to go and I'm going to grab the first bag of stash yarn that I find, and that's going to be the project. This was bag number 2, because bag number 1, first one that I saw, was more wintry colors. They were dark, like autumn colors. And I'm like, well, that's not really summery. And I'm like, I don't think I want to knit with those. So I did another scan and put a second bag, and it had both of these in. I thought, this is perfect. Now, this ball, sadly, once again, I have no idea what this is. No ball band. And I have no idea, once again, where this came from. Just like the really fun pink striped socks that I have. I don't know what yarn it was either. So again, another reason for not, I almost said hoarding yarn. I don't think I want to say that. I want to say curating a large collection of yarn and then never knitting with it, because then if you really like it and you want to go back and maybe buy more of it, it's either discontinued, the ball band has been lost in multiple project bags. Anyways, I pulled this one out because it looks like a really fun summery color. To me, it looks like zinnias. just bright, fun, colored flowers in the garden. Now, for somebody just say it looks like Christmas, and I can see where you would say that because it does have some dark red in here, and there is some green. So it does kind of have Christmassy vibes as well. So there was this color. This was on the right. This was your left color. So this one here is a Mary Maxim. This has been in my stash for quite a while as well. And I do recall making, I think I made something with this or started a sock, I think maybe, but I've never finished it because I've never worn it. But this looks, it's a little deceiving. You can kind of see right here. It looks like this really like pink and yellow, maybe a little like orangey color in there, which are all the colors I love. But not that this is a bad thing, but there is purple in there too, which is kind of fun, right? When you keep knitting, and then all of a sudden you find a different color. But I would be really, really happy if it was just what you saw there. But I think purple, you can see a little hint of the purple peeking out there. The purple would also give it just even more brightness, which is fun too. So yes, this has been in my stash for quite a while as well. I think this is when Mary Maxim had a store here in London, and it's been gone for quite a few years. Anyways, Mary Maxim, having Mary Maxim in London was fun while it lasted. It wasn't very long, but I'm pretty sure this is where I grabbed that yarn from. So these are the two. This was left, this was right. There was 110 votes. The winning yarn ended up quite a big, it was one-sided. I thought I was going to have to go to you Patreon voters to break the tie because Instagram stories was tied 50-50. And then, like sometimes happens, the voters over on Facebook are completely different than the voters on Instagram. So if you happen to be new here, I don't know if we have any new knitters joining us. It looks everybody who's commenting is some of our regular knitters, but if you are new here, you do know that you can knit in all the places. You can go to Patreon and it is up as a free post, so you can post over there. You can vote here on YouTube, Facebook, and 2 places on Instagram. So you got lots of places to vote for what you're really hoping wins. Anyways, yeah, so Facebook really changed the voting one way, which I was a little surprised about. So there was a lot of comments. I mean, both people were saying, you know, both colors are really pretty. It was a hard choice. And I think I did give you a hard choice because I'm honestly torn. I'm like torn literally 50-50. Which one would I like to cast on? I think they're both really pretty summery colors and will make really cute summer shorty socks. Oh, Liz says, I saw Instagram was tied, so I voted on Facebook. There you go. And I can't remember, Liz. I know I counted your vote, and I can't remember which way you voted. So I'll tell you in a minute. Hi, Pravina. Oh, so what else was I going to say? Oh, so a couple people said, go with this one. Go with the color on the right because it's already wound. And you guys, excuse me, know me so well. Anything that will give me the slightest little bit of an advantage towards getting something cast on and started and finished is always a good way to go for me. So either way, I could cast either one of these on right now. Somebody I think was feeling very sad for this ball because it did not have a ball band, and they're like, oh, it has no ball band. You need to knit it. I know. And I feel like it should. It's obviously been around for a while. Ball band has got lost in many attempts of me trying to tidy up my stash, probably. Who knows? When I must have wound it at some point with the intention of casting on. I don't know. I honestly cannot remember. Anyways, let's see. So, do you want to know? Oh, Sam's giving me a drum roll. The winning yarn ended up with 70% of the votes. So going from tied on Instagram, everybody over on Facebook really gave their entry a boost. So it was either left or right. It was the pinky, yellowy, orangey one, or kind of the reddy, pinky color. And I will tell you which one is casting on. Susanna, it's raining there. Does that mean it's cool? It's so dark here, but I don't know if it's supposed to rain. It hasn't rained all day, and it would be nice if it would. Okay, I'm going to tell you which one is the winning one. The one that ended up, that went from tied to having 70% of the votes that is getting cast on this week is this really pretty one, the no-name mystery ball on the right. So I'm just really hoping there's nylon in here. We're going to hope for the best. And if there's not, and I get a hole in it, then I just have to darn it, which would be fun because I haven't darned a sock in like a really, really long time. So, oh no, Liz. Oh no, you voted the other way, Liz. Oh shoot, and your vote on Facebook didn't help. Well, darn. Oh, Nikki, today and tomorrow's high is 19. I think it was 33 here before the humidity. So I don't know. We're pushing like 38 or something, probably. Anyways, it is summer and it feels like summer. And that's why we're doing little tiny knits. No big monster blankets or sweaters yet. That's coming up in September. So this is it. Isn't this going to be so pretty? Look at all those really fun colors. And now whoever it was who said it looks like Christmas, I'll just tell you, since you brought up Christmas, I have been doing my darndest not to do any Christmas in July because I've said this other years that I love Christmas so much, as you know. I'd never let myself do Christmas in July because I feel if I start celebrating it in July, it may lose some of its magic by the time November, December rolls around because those 2 months, it is like all stops, like it's all Christmas, and I don't want to lose any of that. But let me tell you, I was thinking about the Hallmark Christmas movies. And then it was like a sign. I was thinking about that last night, and I almost went to look and watch one, and I didn't. And then I was at a client's house today, and they didn't have one on, but they had the channel on, and so they were advertising the new movies, Christmas movies that were going to be on this coming weekend. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my willpower is gone. I'm going to break down and watch a Christmas movie on the weekend. Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you. And we might as well talk about this since we're on a Christmas theme. My crochet bag. I filled, so in January, this bag was very appropriate for January, February, a little bit into March. And then I just never changed it. And I always kept meaning to because when it was spring and the weather was warming up, I thought, okay, this is a little silly using my mitten bag. But the size of it was just perfect for putting in all my part balls. But then I don't know, I just decided, oh, what the heck? It's just fitting everything. And I know what bag my crochet's in because we all know when I get crazy and start messing around with my bags and I can't find anything. So it all just stayed here. And then now I was thinking, oh, now I'm like right back on track here with Christmas in July and my crochet's in a mitten bag. That's only going to be for another couple weeks. And then I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with it because I know what's in here. And I have got some crocheting done. I do have. Now I have just been doing plain granny squares because I've been loving them. I did do, so last week I was on vacation and this was supposed to be my time to get caught up. Well, I don't know if I'm caught up to like 200 squares, probably not. But I did get back on track doing one a day. So I don't know exactly where I am, but I might be, since I like started being consistent 3 weeks ago, I might be 1 or 2 squares short of one a day starting the last 3 weeks. Anyways, I've got, yes, it is a Never Tote bag, Susanna, from our friend Caroline. So anyways, I'm doing quite well with my crochet and I'm loving it. I can do it all. I'm just trying to find, where's the camera? Evertote. Yes, this is a Caroline bag. So I have been doing really, really well with my crochet and I am loving it. Just mixing and matching my colors. This is one that I finished this morning. I love it. And I'm still trying, for the most part, just reaching in the ball bag, project bag, and grabbing whatever I grab. The pinks are getting to the end, so there's a lot of these kind of colors, I guess the middle 3. So anyways, but they're looking good. Even when, I think it might have been this one, I thought, ooh, there's no pink. But then it ended up, well, I guess there's pink in the center. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, sometimes I look at them and I do the first 2 or 3 rounds. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if there's enough contrast with these colors. But then honestly, by the time I put the 4th round on, I love it. Like this one here, before I put the pink around it, was kind of, I don't know. It was tonal. It wasn't nice and bright. But once the pink went on it, I love it. So I've been having fun. And the fact that I can actually do this from memory, I don't have to look at my little pattern. I'm like calling a huge, huge win. So I might go back. I do still want to keep working away on the videos from Yarn Utopia. I don't know. I just find they just take so long. It takes me like an hour to watch the video. And I don't know. I just need to get back in the habit of doing it. Anyways, but crocheting is going really, really well. I hadn't meant to talk about crochet yet, but here it is. So we've got a Zoom call planned sometime in July. I can't remember what the date is, but I'm going to be excited to share all of my squares with you on that Zoom call. So what else? Oh, I have a finish. And this finish kind of does double duty because not only is it a finish for my whiteboard, but it is a finish for the Fiber Friends. This is a hat by a male designer. This is the center point beanie. We're also doing this as a little knit along over on Patreon, which is really fun. Now, I modified this a smidgen because I started this when I was on vacation and I was packing up all of my yarn, my needles, my spinning, my wheel, my fiber, my everything. And I was like, I could not find the right size needle I actually wanted for this yarn. So my needle was a little bit bigger than I maybe would have used, but you know what? Honestly, it's not that bad. And actually, I don't even know what needle size it was. I just did an educated guess. I'm like, this looks like the smallest needle I have. That's, not a 3 millimeter. So I'm thinking it was maybe a 5.5, and it probably would have went to 5. Anyways, remember I was podcasting from when I was on vacation. Remember I had a little bit done and I took it off the needles because I messed it up and it was like this big. It was like way too big. So I took it all out. I recast on with less stitches and this is the result. So I took out 8 stitches and because I had a bigger needle size, obviously my gauge would be a little bit bigger. So there was supposed to have been, so somewhere up here where the last cable round was, there was supposed to be 10 more rounds of just plain ribbing, just working in pattern. But I tried it on and it fit me pretty much. So I eliminated those 10 rounds of knitting and just went right into the crown decreases. And I think it worked out perfect. So even though it is literally 100 degrees here, I'm going to put this on and look at, I think it's perfect. Like even going the bigger needle size with the ribbing gives it enough stretch that I don't really feel like it feels big. I'm like happy with it. It's not really slouchy. I have it on Cricut, but that's all right. You can, there's the design. It was really fun to knit. So this was the center point beanie designed by Benjamin Matthews. And it was fun to knit. Now it is not a knit night project really, or like a watching TV kind of thing, because you do have to read every row. It's not charted. Every row is wrote out. And you do have to pay a little bit of attention, because you would think sometimes, this is where I got into a little trouble. I assumed that the pattern would be, knit two, purl two all the way around. Well, it wasn't. Every once in a while, it would be knit two, purl two, knit two, purl two, and then it would be purl four. And I'd be like, dang, well, I didn't do that. So then I had to unpick. So it's certainly not a hard pattern, and I think it's like literally it's like 34 rounds, not very long at all. And I think it was 34, then probably those extra 10 that I should have done. But it was fun. But it was one that you did have to read the pattern. I maybe could have went by looking at the pattern, but I didn't fuss with it that much. I just went by the pattern and read it every row by row. But it was fun. If you like something that's a little bit interesting and not just, round and round stockinette or just ribbing, I would say give it a try, because it was really cute and fun. And this is the yarn. This is the local Ontario yarn. And you know what? It doesn't bother my forehead at all, because it is not super, super soft. It's like a Briggs and Little type yarn, but I really, really like it. I don't even know how I want to say this. Like it's soft, like it's fluffy, it's light. It does have a little rustic feel to it for sure. Will I block it? Yes, probably, because there are some funky stitches on here. There's some loose stitches that I'm hoping will block out a little bit and be a little bit more even. But I think I'm going to keep this for me. I'm going to have nothing in my Christmas box, because I'm like, oh, I like this. I'm going to keep it for me. But this is the yarn that I dyed. This is the one that we were calling mushy peas, that I think last week we decided to call green apples. So this is green apple, and I really, really like it. And I don't know. I just love it. I love everything about it. I love knitting it. I love the yarn. I love the color that I dyed it. It is fantastic. Just flat, or do you do something else? I could put it on either way. I mean, I've done them either way, just kind of straighten, because you don't want to pull the ribbing too much out. Or you could wash it and put it on, like I've got some of the styrofoam heads. I could just put it on there to block it. So anyways, I have a finish, which, let's just go to the whiteboard a little bit here. There's my snowman. They're probably literally melting. My whiteboard, I have updated it. I have put this week's Shortie socks on there. Shortie socks are project 36. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I worry that I've missed. Sometimes I have an extra little project, like a guild project, but I think I've got all of them accounted for. Anyways, if I'm wrong, I'm short. If it's anything, this could be like project 37 or 38, but I think I've got everything. So this, I'm counting the socks as project 36 for the year. And I went back through, and not counting crocheted squares. I have 13 finishes, counting the hat. So I did not do the math, but I know just by looking at that, I'm under a 50% finish rate, which was kind of what I was trying to stick around. But That's okay. I'm just going to keep on going. I'm happy with 13 finishes so far. I'm good with that. So I did work a lot on my green garter stitch boomerang shawl, but I don't have it here with you because I left it where I was working on it by accident. So I don't have it to show you, but I am getting, I don't know, I would say I haven't weighed the ball, but I would say that I have maybe 3/4 of it knit. It's very addicting. This is one that I thought, I was going to be fine with it being on the needles for, a couple of months. I'll just knit on it here or there. I've just been obsessed with knitting just garter stitch, just easy knitting, relaxing, straightforward, no row counting, no pattern reading like the hat. I just really, really like that. So, and when did I cast it on here? So a month ago, and it's almost done. So that's pretty exciting. That I had thought about this week's project being another one skein shawl, but then I had the idea of the socks, and that really, really excited me more than another shawl. So we went with socks. Yeah, so I will track down where I left my shawl. So I don't know. It's not going to get worked on this week because I'm probably not going to get it until the weekend. So maybe it will have a little bit done. So next Monday, I'll show you whatever I have a little chance to work on this weekend and show you what I worked on this past weekend. I have done some spinning. So Tour de Fleece is going on. So I think I have missed a day, maybe two. But I have been spinning for the most part, but my last few days have been a little frustrating because my wheel is not cooperating. And so I have literally just done about 10 minutes on my wheel. And even though I think that was Saturday night, Cheryl and I were talking about Tour de Fleece, and I'm like, well, how can people only spin for 10 minutes because it's so addicting? And then I want to spin for like an hour. And then Jude left me a very, very wise comment that yes, that it is good to have small goals because then it's not overwhelming, it's not daunting, and just break it down into small, doable, get starting type goals, which I completely agree with, which is maybe now karma just coming back and biting me in the butt because I said, oh, I can just sit down and spin for an hour. And now my wheel is acting up. So I've been spending 10 minutes fighting with my wheel. So I think I may switch to my spindle and see if I fare any better there. I'm going to give my wheel a try again tonight because I know I didn't spin yesterday and maybe not the day before. I can't remember. Anyways, I'm figuring that she's had enough time in time out that I'm just going to pick up my fiber and we are going to have a lovely chat about what a wonderful wheel she is and how much I love her. And it's going to work perfectly tonight. That is my plan. I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, it's just, it's, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll have to figure something out. But I'm going to attempt to spin some more tonight because look at this. I plied. Sorry, I just have to have a quick drink. So I started out Tour de Fleece plying. So this is, so this is what I've got here. It is somehow, maybe it's gotten a little bit tangled. But anyways, this is 100 grams that I had on 2 bobbins. And then I've plied it. So I don't know. There's spots where there's probably more twist than others. But it is really nice. It is really soft. I love it. So I'm going to do something with that. So I've got another bobbin on the wheel and attempting to spin. I have another 100 gram fiber that I'm going to try to spin. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned for the spinning adventures. Okay, what else? Last week's project was the mittens. I know, Tanya, I thought about that. So, because I do move my wheel around a lot. So Tanya said it could be the wheel tension has gotten bumped while transporting it. The drive band worn. Humidity could be affecting. Oh my gosh, humidity could totally be affecting it. Huh. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm open to all suggestions. I'm going to. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Actually, I'm like really, really happy with this yarn that I plied. My plying before had been like really, really hard for me to do. And then I plied this and it worked so much better. And I thought, okay, I'm getting the hang of it, right? Practice really does make perfect. And really that's all I need to do is I just need to keep practicing. But I do really need to learn a bit more about my wheel and the tensioning. I don't know. Anyways, I just feel like there's a lot more YouTube videos in my future watching some spinners who know what they're doing so I can learn from them. But here's the start of my mitt. Now, I did not get very much done on this. Oh, thank you, Nikki. I know, I really feel like I am getting the hang of the spinning and the crocheting. It's just been such a fun year of learning and expanding and trying different things and just working through all the ups and downs. And I'm definitely in a down with the wheel right now, but I've been there before and I will get this figured out as well. So I wound my skein. This is again more of our local Ontario yarn. Same yarn as this. This one I dyed and we were calling it celery, which not quite celery colored, but we'll go with that for right now. It has a little bit of blue. Oh, Nancy's comment just got me. You're right. I didn't do that. I recall you said you didn't. I didn't thwack. Thwack? Is that the word? Whack. I know. I didn't thwack it. That just seems such a crazy word. Anyways, the skein. What does that do to the yarn? That's a good question. That's a Nikki question. Or who else is in here that's a spinner? Is Mary in here tonight? Or Tanya? Anyways, yes, you know what? I keep forgetting about that. I really don't know. See, more things for me to learn. So exciting. I'm definitely learning like from my mistakes, not mistakes, but omissions and good tries. Nothing ever is really a mistake. It's just a learning opportunity, right? And never more so than with my spinning, that is for sure. But anyways, so my yarn, I dyed this and I love this color. It is so fun. It is kind of like a minty green. Like I think that's pretty close. It is a bluish green because the dye, it actually is supposed to be turquoise, but it had a little extra green dye in the dye pot. So it is a really, really fun color. Oh yes, it does look like mint ice cream. It really is that color. Yeah. So anyways, I got cast on. I had trouble finding needles, you guys. I would have liked to have done this on a 9-inch circular or magic loop, but I couldn't find any needles in those sizes. So then I thought I would look for DPNs in, what was I looking for? I was guessing a 3.5 to do the ribbing and then a 4.5 to do the mitt. And I'm really glad I did not go 4.5. I ended up finding 4mm needles and I'm like, good enough. I'm not even going to worry about doing the cuff in a smaller size needle. Typically I do, and I would suggest that you do, because then your ribbing obviously is just a little snugger around your wrist. But if you do it all in one size, it's not the end of the world either. So because I just had enough of sorting through DPNs, I found 4mm needles. I didn't even try to find a fifth one. I'm like, I'm just going for it. So anyways, I cast on and I'm doing 2x2 ribbing. And I think it looks, I mean, I don't know, it's a mitt. It looks like the right size. It's feeling like the right size. I say we're good. So I'm not knitting from a pattern. I'm just, I don't know, winging it, doing a basic mitten pattern out of my head. So I'm really actually quite loving this color. And this color is not my color at all. I mean, this dark green. Oh, I was going to show you as well. This is what I had left over. So I still had lots of yarn left over. I mean, this is more my color, right? It's like this mossy, avocado-y kind of green, way more so than the mint, but I am liking it. And honestly, so far, I am loving doing this mint. And now I know I'm just doing ribbing, which is really not a whole lot different from my hat, but it truly is, because this whole hat, it's a paid for pattern. So I can't give you too many details about the actual pattern part, but this whole pattern was knit through the back of the loop. And I really thought long and hard, I'm like, do I really need to do that? Can I just do a regular ribbing? And I don't know. I mean, in person, it definitely looks very textured. So the knitting through the back of the loop certainly did give it that twisted, raised look. Would it have looked just as good in regular ribbing? Quite possibly. I don't know. So, but let me tell you, going between doing both of them, that is a test for your brain, from knitting through the front on one project, knitting through the back on the other. There were so many times I picked this up and caught myself wanting to go through the back loop. Anyways, I know, Louise, I was wondering that if I could stripe them. I don't know, maybe. I might, just for fun. I could make Scarlet some mitts, Nancy. I almost thought about casting on a toddler size of these. And then I thought, no, I'm going to do a pair for me, but I will definitely have yarn left over. So I think I will do her a pair of mitts as well. But I know my track record hasn't been real good, like over the last year. I don't think I finished any mitts. I started a few, and I don't know why that was. But this pair, I'm really, really excited about. I love the yarn. I'm thinking the color is really fun. I'm excited for doing the mitts. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if my excitement holds until next week, and see if this mitten is finished, if the second one is started, the second one's finished. We'll see if they ever both get finished. We will wait and see. But so far, I am loving the idea of doing mitts. And I had two people while I was on vacation tell me that about knitting mitts was a good summer project. So I'm thinking, okay, there's a sign. That's the sign that I need, that, to encourage me to keep going and get these finished. But I really want to wear these, so I'm really excited for them. Okay, you guys, I apologize. I haven't been looking hardly at all at any comments. So I'm going to do that now. But that is pretty much the spinning, the crochet, my shawl that I don't have. I got the hat finished, got the mitts started. That has been my week of knitting, plus some crochet thrown in there. I feel like I've gotten a lot done. So it has been a very, very fun knitting week. Worked at an outdoor festival on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to demonstrate knitting and just have people try. I just cast on, I think I had 14 stitches in garter stitch, and just get people to do 2 or 3 stitches, or some people, if they really got into it, would knit the whole row. And it was just so much fun. I love doing that. Nancy, I know, yes, matching grandma and granddaughter mitts. I know, that would be so cute, wouldn't it? You know what I'm really envisioning. Now I'm really pressing my luck here with these mitts. I just need to go one step at a time, and just get them knit. 2 of them knit, done, finished. But you know what I can see on this mitt? I can envision it. I see it with some embroidery, so a flower embroidered on the back of the hand. I know. I'm going from having such a super hard time getting a mitten finished to like, let's go crazy and embellish it. And maybe it needs bead. Maybe it does need beads. I don't know. So we'll see. Thwack. Okay, Mary's saying, I'm here. Just quiet for a change. You must be busy, Mary. Thwack, thwack, thwack. So exactly what does that do to the yarn? Like, I'm afraid of being like rough with it, like hurting it. I don't know. And you guys are like whacking it. I don't know. What does that do? Sam sent me pictures. All right. Are these of Mary's? Okay. I'm just what Scarlet submits. Yeah. Okay. Am I gonna finish? Oh, Louise, I'm going to finish my double knitting to cast off. Oh my gosh, Sam, you have another one almost ready to go. Okay. Okay. Look, I'm just looking here at Sam's. Oh, Sam, that looks cool. Is that's oh, that's really cool. Oh, you switched pattern colors partway through. Oh, what's that? Okay. Look at that. Fantastic. Good work, Sam. It opens the fibers. What does that mean, Mary? It opens the fibers. Does it loosen them? And okay, so somewhere I remember somebody saying it's like there's energy in the fibers from being spun and plied, and then something relaxes it. Is that the thwacking or is that the washing and hanging it? I don't know. Anyways, hi, Diane. Ooh, right. I think you and Don both voted for this one. Sometimes I can remember who voted for what, but sometimes I can't. I couldn't remember which way Liz voted tonight. Nikki says, oh, it sets the twist. Oh, Nikki, did I miss you? Oh, saltwater mitts you don't usually use. Oh, saltwater mittens, you don't usually use different needles for the cuffs. Same needle all the way through the project. So see there. So I guess it's just all personal preference, isn't it? If you like them a little snugger, you can do either or. I saw it, Sam. Okay, it sets the twist. Okay, you guys, but this is how much I don't know about spinning because I don't even know what that means. Like it's what does setting the twist do and what does opening the fibers mean? I am like I need like baby steps here, girls. Look above the comment. Oh, that comment of Nikki's. Okay. Let me find Nikki's. Anyways, we'll see. You guys are going to be so frustrated with me or super, super happy with me by the time December comes. It'll be like, thank goodness she gets it. Okay, Nikki said, storing it in a twisted hank is how you properly store yarn. Also, the thwacking sets the twist especially good if it's not a balanced yarn. Okay, well, okay, so a balanced yarn, does that mean like evenly spun or like the same amount of twist all through it? So like mine is probably unbalanced, right? Where there's some has got really, really high twist, some has almost no twist. So I'm thinking I need to thwack it. Okay. Anyways, all right. What else do we have to chat about? Male designers. That's what Fiber Friends are doing. So Benjamin Matthews is my male designer for the month. I have another one of his hats that I started somewhere back in here. Somewhere. Okay. I thought I knew. I don't know. It's on there somewhere. Oh, maybe it's. No. Okay. Now this is bothering me. Okay. I just saw it on there. Anyways, it is on there somewhere. It is the snow carved. Like it is on there. I don't know why I can't see it now that I don't want to find it. Anyways, the snow carved beanie, snow carved hat, snow carved. Anyways, it is one of his patterns. Just by chance that I picked two of his patterns. So I have it. I've got like 4 inches of ribbing done, just regular ribbing. So now I'm ready to start the pattern on the snow carved hat. So I'm going to work on that. And who knows, I might do another the center point beanie because it was fun. There was cabling in there, there was twisted rib. It was good. And maybe I'll make one actually for the Christmas box because I think somebody else might really enjoy it too. So, anyways, male designers. That's what the Fiber Friends are working on. Mary, you said sock bingo was going really well. You said like it was easy and quick and fun. That sounds like something that I should be doing, but I'm not. I'm going to stick with my spinning. I'm just going to take a look here. Just kind of scroll back. Maybe I saw most of the yes. Oh, Nikki says your row gauge was probably bigger because your needles were bigger. That's exactly right, Nikki. That's exactly. I didn't measure my gauge, but that'll be why. I didn't need those extra 10 rounds in the hat. Once I got the pattern done, I could go right to the crown decreases, and I think it looks just fine. Yes, Sam, I will send you that video when we're done here. Tanya says, in the last week, I've caught up to 42 plain grannies, joining them as I go. So far, I'm behind 2. That's okay. As long as we're still working on it. We haven't given up. So haven't tossed our hook in. I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited to keep going. I just can't get out of the groove of just making granny squares because I like it because I can pick it up and I can watch what I want to watch and just crochet one as opposed to like stopping everything for an hour and watching and stopping, watching, stopping, watching, stopping one of her videos. So I would like to go back and do some. Anyways, Amber, you're excited for Friday. What is Friday? What is Friday? Am I supposed to know what Friday is? Or is this just something you're excited for, Amber? I'm like, am I forgetting that I'm doing something on Friday? What's Friday? Oh, Sally, you finished your third male designer hat today. You finished the Smoke Factor beanie. How did you like it, Sally? So the Smoke Factor beanie, that is Benjamin Matthews' design that he just published and released on Ravelry. Was it this weekend? Oh, Jocelyn is Friday night. Okay, good. We have mid-month this Friday. Perfect. That is something I'm supposed to be at. I'm sure I would have remembered that. I'm always afraid one of these times I'm going to forget on Friday night. And I'm going to start getting all these messages like, where are you? Where are you? Liz, you started Benjamin Matthews' hat today, the Pine Valley hat. He has got a lot of really fun hat designs. And I saw he has started designing another hat. I'm like, how this guy just like seems to like just literally one after another. And this one had some slip stitches. There was a I don't know, this much of a hat, some ribbing, and then just the beginning first few rows of a design, and it looked like there were some slip stitches. And he might have said there was some cabling in there too. Anyways, it looked really fun too, just a little bit that he showed. So, oh, Jocelyn's here. Jocelyn, I didn't forget about you, really. Well, me sort of, but not really. Oh, it was fun and very easy. The smocked hat. Fantastic. Hey, Wendy. Hello. You're working on your first Sophie scarf. Yay. Are you knitting it out of like something really luxurious like cashmere or just, merino? I don't know. Or that's lovely. The Sophie scarf. That's fun. That's a really fun. I like that with the I-cord edging on it too. Tanya, can you tell us more about your new yarn store job? Totally understand if you can't. No, I can. So, Susanna said Among the Flowers beanie. Which one is that? And Amber says, I've been sitting in the corner listening while working on some granny squares. Oh, that's fun. Amber, I didn't know you were working on Susanna, this one he's working on is Among the Wildflowers. Oh, fun. Wildflowers. Fantastic. Excellent name. Yeah, so I've got a weekend job now working at a yarn shop, dyeing yarn and working in the store. So it is so far so good. It's been fun. I worked this past weekend. And it's not one of his. Which one? I sent you a message. Sam sent me a message. Which one is this, Suzanne? Like one that you're working on? So yeah, it's this yarn. So it's the yarn shop. I got a phone call completely out of the blue asking me if I was interested in taking on this project, and it's a craft store, and they are kind of rebranding and clearing out a good chunk of the yarn that they have always sold, and we've reordered new yarn, and there'll be new needles coming in, which is going to start carrying Chowgu needles. And Diane, you got to go teach. Have fun. And yeah, so it's very exciting to kind of start right in there with this rebranding. And this is what the local Ontario yarn is going to be. One of the focuses on this shop is dealing with local fiber farmers and buying directly from them, supporting their business, and then I'm going to dye the yarn for the store. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to get right into it. It's been a busy, the weekend was super busy with the festival and reordering everything and organizing the shop. And then we're going to get into lessons and knit nights and some fun things. We're going to do some collaborations with some other local yarn shops, which is going to be fun. We've got some fun things in the works, which I'm really, really excited for. 100. Who's using Wendy's using the cotton? Okay. Fun. Okay. Well, so what else is everybody up to? What has everybody been working on as we've been chatting for the last hour? Sam, I'm guessing that you're working on a dishcloth. Yes, thanks, Tanya. It is really exciting to kind of give the store a bit of an overhaul and just kind of change things up. And yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. I've got all these great ideas that I think are super fun. So we'll see if everybody else shares my excitement for things. Let's see. Oh, Kim, you're working on a Christmas stocking. That is super fun. Are you watching Christmas movies as you're doing it? Because that would be fun too. Yes. So Sam, that means right now for the summer that I'm not going to be at our Thursday knitting club that Sam and I are going to. So Sam is going to kind of take over making sure everything runs smoothly there. So that's exciting. No movies, just knitting. Oh, just knitting shows. Okay, there you go. That's good too. Wendy, if you want to try something a little bigger, I knit Pink Panther and was really nice and free. So that's the name of the pattern, Nancy? Oh, thanks, Sally. Yeah, I know. I'm really, really excited for it. So that's where Cheryl and I are going to start podcasting there from the store Saturday mornings. So we'll probably give you a little tour of some of the new yarn and things that I've dyed. That may be part of it. We'll see. Oh, hey, Nicole, a Christmas stocking is great ideas. We'll have to make a set for the family. I know. And isn't now the time to start thinking about holiday knitting? Because it is going to be here before we know it, isn't it? Sam, you've got three dishcloths. Fantastic. Ready to cast off? Oh, that's right, Wendy. Yes, look at that. See how quickly we forgot? Sophie scarf. And so you're doing it out of 100% cotton. Well, that'll be really nice and soft. Oh, so it's similar, but has okay, that's right. So Nancy, did you do one of the other similar type scarves, but has it's similar but has some eyelets? The one that you knit has eyelets? Very fun. All right. Well, Sam, you're doing good with your dishcloths. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh, it is almost 9. It is like 9 o'clock, you guys. Look at that. An hour comes and goes so quickly. So my whiteboard is caught up. I still can't find that hat on here. There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was longer ago than I thought it was. February 17th. I wasn't looking up high enough. I thought I had just like did it not that long ago. February doesn't seem that long ago. That's why I couldn't see it. So February 17th, I started, and it is also with some yarn that I dyed, but it was acid dyes. Well, anyways, different dyes. But it's like that bright neon green, and I've got the ribbing done. So I'm gonna have to pull it out and kind of work on it so I can try to get 2 hats done for the Fiber Friends Challenge. That's my goal. We'll see. Sam, you're gonna have 80 dishcloths done on Wednesday. Fantastic. Nancy, the Pink Panther. Oh, is a shawl like. Oh, okay. Pink Panther's a shawl like the Sophie pattern, but has eyelets. Thank you. I got it now. That would be pretty with eyelets on it. Oh, this is to go with your Tilly. Okay. Tilly hat from my Red Hat Club. Oh, I love it. Hat is a red hat with a black band. So putting this a red Sophie scarf onto it. That would look really stunning. I love it. Oh, yes, Susanna. It's only 7 for her in Calgary. Oh, so you still have your whole night ahead of you. It's 9 o'clock here, which means that it is time to settle in, knit for the evening, and get ready for tomorrow's workday. And then start thinking about what I'm going to dye. I'm hoping I have time this weekend to start dyeing at the shop. So we will see how that goes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for voting. Thanks for chatting in the comments. This is always super fun way to kick off the week. Lots of fun with all of you. I guess that is all. I'm going to go find my sock needles downstairs. I've got 2 9-inch down there waiting. Just going to check and see what size they are. Yes, we'll see you Friday, Jocelyn. If I happen to not send you a link by like mid-afternoon, give me a text, okay? But no, I'm sure I have you in my calendar. I'm sure I wrote it in here. I just haven't looked that far ahead. This is only my first day back to work. I'm still kind of on vacation mode. So, Friday night. Yes. Jocelyn, we're in there. As long as I look at my calendar, we're good. Okay. Anyways, oh, I was able to finish a couple of boomerang shells. Oh, similar to yours and the others at a different. Oh, it has a different cast off. That was fun. Oh, that's great. So we'll catch from the beginning. Wendy, well, I'm so glad that you stopped in to say hi. That was great. Okay, everybody, I'm going to head out. I'm going to go find some sock needles and I am going to cast on. There's a really pretty no-named sock yarn. And I'm also going to work on my mitts and my other hat way back from February. I still have 2 January cast-ons that I have not finished. So I should really pull those out and work on those because I would really like to be able to say I have all January's cast-ons finished. And now that we're already like past, like we're at the 6-month mark here, I feel it's time to start finishing up some of these projects that are lingering. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, guys, have a fantastic week. We'll see you Friday night with Jocelyn, and we will chat some more then. Have a fantastic week. Happy knitting and crocheting, everybody.